Hey YouTube, the end of week 3 plus 2 days. So today's Friday. I'm a couple of days behind from Wednesday when I was supposed to do the upload. But unfortunately, you can probably hear it in the voice as well, I've got a bit of a flu. So that kind of killed the motivation. Overall this week though, it's been quite good. I just did the measurements, basically the same as last week. Movement of 0.1 of an inch up or down. So not too worried about that. Obviously not great. It would be nice to have a movement up in every area, but not a big issue at the moment. In terms of the week, remember my workout week is Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, but the videos are Wednesday to Wednesday. So last Thursday was actually the heavy bench day as part of the Wendler, and hit a new record for 4 repetitions with a little bit of spotting. So very happy with that. Strength felt good all around, energy was good. Then Friday I started to feel the effects of the flu, I think. Also was having a crappy day generally. Nothing was working. Went to the gym, head wasn't in it, and actually failed on the heavy squat. So did the 5 repetitions fine, did the 3 repetitions fine, and on the single repetition heavy, went down and just couldn't get it back up again. So that was frustrating, but the rest of the leg session actually went quite well. Strength was good in all the other exercises. Then Saturday didn't do anything, took it easy. Sunday, nothing. And then this week has been the deload, so much easier. Although I keep the assistance work the same. I try and match the previous week with the assistance work and just deload the main lifts. So Monday was shoulder press, good. Strength was good. All the assistance stuff was great. Tuesday was the back, same thing, went really well. All the assistance work hit or went beyond what I did last week. Wednesday, didn't do any cardio, just 20 minutes of walking. Thursday, yesterday with the bench, was great. Again, hit the same numbers as last week or better. And today was legs, and again, felt good. Still a bit fluey, but generally energy was fine and strength was fine as well. A couple other things for this week. Overall good, diet was good. Saturday and Sunday probably a few too many carbs. They're supposed to be no carb days or 30 grams or less, but we were with family and it's quite difficult to maintain that when you're in someone else's house. However, going to focus on that and try and improve that as we move forward to stick to that no carbs without the workout. Otherwise, the rest of the week was good. Hit all the low carb days, hit the carb loading without going crazy, did fine there. Also, I've been watching a lot of videos from a chap, Mike O'Hearn, cover model, bodybuilder, powerlifter, now a combination of all 3. And he had some really interesting points. It's very similar to a Wendler workout where you focus on sort of 3 or 4 main lifts, squat, deadlift, bench, and you progressively overload those and increase strength, increase size, followed by your typical bodybuilder assistance work where you're doing a few higher repetitions, maybe in the 8 to 12 range, as opposed to the 3 to 7 or 2 to 7 range for the powerlifting stuff. So that was really cool. I liked his videos, and obviously he's got an incredible physique, so he's someone you can learn a lot from. A couple of things I also took from his videos were some technique changes. With the bench press, he talked about the big wide bench press, opening up the chest and out to the side. And he said that in the powerlifting, it's more common to sort of bring the elbows down like this, as opposed to like this, down like this, protects the shoulder more. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. Seems like good advice. So I tried that on Thursday. So bring the bar down more like this and then up again. And it felt really good. So I'm going to incorporate that into the workout and change it from this to this. Also with the squats, he talks about legs, more than shoulder width apart, hips out or back. And the biggest difference though is with the bar. I typically had the bar just below the neck. What he's talking about is having it much further down, so you're sort of resting it across here. So it feels very strange the first few times. It feels like you're not really holding it up with your back. It's just sort of sitting there on your arms. But when you're in the position, hips back with the bar there, it does feel really good for the up-down movement. It feels like everything stays in a nice line. So I did that today, and I like that a lot. So that will be the technique for my squatting from now on, unless I read or see something better, but that's what I'm going to do. So as I said, good week generally, except for this bloody flu. Um, Strength was fine, numbers were all good in terms of hitting them, diet was pretty good, could have been a little bit better, but not bad. In terms of the measurements, not great results in terms of no big improvements, but not bad either, not going the other way. And weight has gone down a little bit, but strength is still going up. So, hey, we're still moving in the right direction. The idea is to keep decreasing body fat, keep improving strength, and keep moving upwards. Probably going to be a bit harder with this Christmas break coming up, but we'll stay focused and see how we go. Oh, my friend from the gym, the trainer who actually asked me to read about this stuff at the beginning, he's just started the program as well. So he's on his 5th day of the 10-day prep, and obviously very difficult for him. He's Mexican, so carbohydrates are such a massive part of the day. Having a meal without tortillas is really quite difficult. So he's pushing through though, and he's feeling good so far. And it'll be interesting. I'll talk about his results and how he goes as well with it, because he's a very different shape. He's much taller, quite a bit bigger. He's over 200 pounds. He works in the fitness industry, so he's got that background as well. And he's going to be doing the Wendler style program like I'm doing now. So that'll give us some good points for comparison in terms of what happens with his shape and with his fat levels compared to what's happening with me. He's starting from a much bigger frame, probably carrying a little bit more body weight, a little bit more fat as well. So we'll see like how fast he trims, does he build size, what happens there. So it'll be really good, as I said, for comparisons. So I'll do the visual update in a second, but overall, good week, feeling good with it, happy with it, going strong, and next week will be really good because that's when we put the weights up and move into another, or the wave A of the Wendler, and we'll see how we go there. All right. Okay, so the visual update for the end of week 3 plus 2 days. As I said in the start of this, the measurements are all basically the same as last week. The weight is perhaps down just a touch, but it's moved up and down a little bit this week. Over the weekend, put on a kilo. Through the week, lost it back down again. I think definition is still looking basically the same as last week, maybe slightly better, I think, in the stomach area, particularly here, and getting a little bit of definition through here, more so perhaps. And in terms of the tricep, I think, well, for me it looks pretty much the same, but I've been pushing slightly heavier weight, so that would indicate that it's getting bigger. So overall, for the visual update, I think I'm happy with how it's going. Compared to when I first began, I think definitely some more definition, and I've increased in some size, so moving along in the right direction. We'll see what happens next week, get over this flu, get back in, work hard, see if we can get things looking better. And I really want to improve on the diet in those low carb days over the next week, really focus on them and try and hit it correctly. But generally I've been happy with the diet, obviously just a bit of fine tuning and things like that to work with. So overall, progressing nicely I think, no big leaps and bounds, but making progress, and we'll keep going and we'll keep seeing what happens. Alright.